Guys, Jordan here, and today I'm going to talk about 4 lessons that I learned when I became a full-time sports bettor. So, the first one, and in my opinion, it's the most important one, is not to get on tilt. Tilt is pretty much a term used in gambling when you have a bad stretch and you're chasing your losses and you're trying to make it back on one bet. So for me, with my average bet, being about 125, a tilt bet would be something like a $200 bet or a $250 bet. And trust me, I've wanted to do it plenty of times when, I've had a bad day and I'm like, just give me some of the money back, something like that. The problem is if you lose that, like you're setting yourself back that much more. And you know that that's not even a profitable bet. That's just a complete coin flip. So that's number one. Just please don't do it. I know it's tough, but just if you're having a bad day, just get away from your computer. Shut off your phone, get away from the sports books. Don't even worry about sports. Just wait for the next day. If you really want to make more bets, just hop back on the EV page, try to find something else, but don't just raise your bet size because you're down on the day. Lesson 2 was the fact that variance is just a real thing. You might have a month where you absolutely kill it. Okay. Like I've talked about my November, I made $8,500 and I thought that would have been I thought that was going to be the norm. It was my third month into this thing and I was killing it. And it was like, this is the best thing in the world. And you're going to hit rough stretches though. I'll have a week straight where I'm losing. I lose 6 out of 7 days, or a 2-week stretch where it feels like I can't win. That's just part of it. Whether you have an edge or not, let's just say you have a 55% chance of winning and you're getting it for minus 110. Unbelievable, right? Unbelievable value. That's, I will take that every day of the week. And, it just doesn't work in your favor and you're losing more and you're losing money and you start to question, if this works. And trust me, when I first started, I kind of had those thoughts. I was like, what am I doing wrong? But the truth is it's just negative variance. When you have a 55% chance of winning, that also means you got a 45% chance of losing. And over the course of 50 bets, 100 bets, that's not a big enough sample size to really negate that type of variance, positive or negative. So, some days I'll have a 40% ROI day and I'm like, oh my God, like we're so back. And then other days I'll have a negative 40% ROI day and I'll be like, man, it just hurts. You feel like you just got like beaten up. The third lesson that I learned is it's kind of a cliche statement, but it's scared money don't make money. And it really applies to this because the thing is like, if your bankroll's $500, totally acceptable, then don't be scared to put out $300. I always like to ask people and I always tell myself, it's like, what are you willing to lose? And for me, I was willing to lose that $3,000. So I felt comfortable putting out that money. And, if I lost it, that would have stunk, but I was okay losing it. When I look at a day and let's say, now let's say I have like a $4,000, I have $4,000 on the board. I don't go, oh no, I got to stop betting for the day. I go, all right, let's get more bets out. See, the thing is with me is I never really increased my bet size. I just increased my volume and that helps with negative variance, kind of like what I talked about in lesson number 2. So some days the boards are hot, and you have to maximize those days by putting out as many bets as possible because there are other days where the board is just dry. Like there might be a full slate and it's just, man, there was nothing good to bet on. So you really have to take advantage of those strong days and not be scared to put out a lot of your money, all relative to your bankroll. But that's also why it's so crucial to really solidify your bankroll, know how much you're willing to lose, how much to base all your bet sizes on, and go from there. And the last lesson is just to have a balanced lifestyle. Okay. Yes, sports betting can be a bit stressful, right? You have money out there. You could have a huge day. You could risk almost your whole bankroll in a day. But you have to realize that this is a long run game, right? EV betting is not a one day get rich quick scheme. It's you're placing bets every day consistently. It's all volume. So you have to find a balance in your life. When I first started, right, I would wake up, I'd go to the gym in the morning, I'd come home, I would shower, I would start looking for bets, and I'd call a friend of mine, talk with that, scroll for, I'd take 5 minutes, maybe every hour or so, and I would just look for bets, right? And if I missed one, I missed one. It was not the end of the world. I never had a problem with volume. So that's one thing. And the other thing is don't live and die by every single day. EV betting is a long-term thing. You're making profits in the long run. You might have a good day, you might have a bad day, but in the long run, you're going to make money. So don't put, so much weight on a specific day. If you have a great day, that's phenomenal. Move on to this one. If you have a bad day, same thing. Move on to the next one. Don't get so down on yourself if you have a bad day because that's what it is. That's sports betting. I've had days where I've gone like 3-15 and it hurts, but you know what? I shut off my computer, go to sleep. I go to sleep early. I wake up and it's a new day and I'm good. And it's just short-term memory. So that's all for me, guys. Those are my 4 lessons that I kind of want to give you guys about some of my, just kind of like my mindset when I decided to make sports betting my living. As always, make sure to comment down below if you have any questions. I'll be more than happy to answer them. And I'll see you guys.